I'm Charlene Fontaine, and this is about the amazing journey that I've experienced that through a traumatic brain injury, how research has supported me to arrive at a higher quality of life. Before I had sustained my traumatic brain injury, I was traveling the world and the United States, delivering different programs for different types of corporations, and I was the executive director of the Flying Tigers from World War II. I was, and still am, a published author on grief and loss. And then on September 15th, 2005, my life changed. At 10 o'clock at night, while I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil, the shower rod rolled, hit my head, and I found myself in a ball next to the tub and the toilet, and tremendous pain in my head. My ears started ringing so loud I couldn't hear. 4 days later, I came back to the US, and I went to my doctors here, and the diagnosis was I had a traumatic brain injury, mild to medium, with blood bleed in the occipital region.
I'm going to have you hold on to my arm with both hands.
The diagnoses went from post-concussive syndrome to PTSD. You name it, I had it. I had over 1 million microscopic concussions from the coup contre coup that was set off in my brain. And a coup contre coup is when our brain is inside the skull and it shakes like jello, and it keeps shaking until sometime later it stops. But in that shaking, the shearing goes against the skull, and it is like a pine cone on a silk thread, and it shears it. And all of the concussions do not show up on an MRI. When the shower rod hit me and caused my brain injury, really took a lot away from my life. And the key things in my senses were my ability to taste and to smell. And without those two senses, life is a real challenge. The doctors said to me, well, with all these diagnoses, you'll never be able to regain anything after 2 years. What you have at 2 years after traumatic brain injury is all you're going to get. And that to me was very flat world thinking. Because it's like, I believe that yes, there will always be an answer because research will bring us answers. And if we have educated doctors and teams of doctors, then everything goes according to plan, and we TBI people can have a quality of life that gets higher and higher every year because there's more and more and more is being implemented. I was very blessed because 2 of my friends told me about Brain Gym.
Brain Gym is a movement-based program to create new neural pathways from the brain to the body and vice versa through movement.
And when I do this very simple movement, left to right, right to left, I've just laid a new pathway down. Then I was really blessed because I got to go to Salt Lake City for a hyperbaric clinical trial. I had 60 treatments of hyperbaric oxygen. And after that, I'm very happy to say that I regained my sense of smell, my sense of taste, and my sense of touch. And because also with research is extremely critical, is for the visual field. In these glasses, I have prisms. You can't see the prisms, but my eyes go into alignment gently through the prisms and help heal the alignment of my eyes so I'm no longer cutting my hand and my fingers to hurt me again. So I'm back in alignment with my eyes. Over the last 8 years, I've been extremely blessed to be the beneficiary of many products and services, directions, testing, systems, modalities that have come about from researchers in our country and our world. Without that, I would never get beyond where I was, and I was not functioning very well at that point in time. I looked great, but I wasn't functioning. And so now, I really and truly know that research can take us beyond, and that's what we need. We need more research to help TBI patients thrive. Help us pave the way to finding a cure for brain disease. Thank you for your support.